We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
President Kennedy gave that speech in 1962 while at Rice University in Houston, Texas. His words marked a turning point for our nation and for the world. After the Soviet Union launched the Sputnik 1 satellite in the fall of '57, the United States realized that we were quickly falling behind in the space race. After Kennedy's stirring words, NASA engineers had to work fast to make President Kennedy's vision of landing a man on the moon and returning safely a reality. Project Mercury, with the goal of putting a human into Earth orbit and returning safely, was already well underway at the time of Kennedy's speech. In the mid-1960s, the Gemini program, following up on the success of the Mercury program, developed the space travel techniques to support the later Apollo missions. The Apollo program, which began in the late 1960s and was designed to capitalize on the success of the Gemini program, started off in tragedy when the 3 astronauts aboard Apollo 1 died due to a fire in the command module while conducting a launch rehearsal test. NASA and the entire country mourned the loss of Apollo 1 astronauts Gus Grissom, Roger Chaffee, and Ed White, but the nation persevered and rallied behind NASA to continue working to see Kennedy's vision become a reality. On July 16, 1969, the Apollo 11 mission launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida on top of the powerful Saturn V rocket. On July 20, 1969, the lunar module, commanded by Neil Armstrong and piloted by Buzz Aldrin, separated from the command module, which was piloted by Michael Collins, and began its descent to the lunar surface. A short time later, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin made history by successfully landing the lunar module, call sign Eagle, on the surface of the moon.
Great shadow. 4 forward, drifting to the right a little. 30 seconds. Forward drift. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. We copy you down, Eagle. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
After 21 hours on the moon, Armstrong and Aldrin blasted off the lunar surface and successfully docked with Collins in the command module. On July 24, all 3 astronauts returned safely to Earth, thus fulfilling President Kennedy's vision of successfully landing a man on the moon and returning him safely before the end of the decade. The Apollo 11 mission serves as a reminder to all of us as to what makes this nation so great. It also serves as a reminder to us that no matter how hard the task or how impossible it may seem to accomplish at first, that we as humans can do amazing things when we put our minds to it, and that we can make any vision a reality. Today marks the 50th anniversary of one of the greatest achievements in human history. So, to the crew of Apollo 11, to the astronauts of the Mercury, Gemini, and the earlier Apollo missions, to the astronauts we've lost, and to all the men and women in NASA who worked tirelessly to get Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins safely to the moon and back, the members of the Montgomery County Police Department, thank you for inspiring a nation and for inspiring us all by taking that one small step for a man and that one giant leap for mankind.
I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.